What's the best dish you ever eat? My mom's homemade lasagna with layers of rich sauce and cheese that just melted in my mouth. I still dream about it. Roasted duck in this little cafe in Paris. I asked if I could kiss the chef. They let me. Spicy gowned hamburger gravy over mashed potatoes with the skins on still. Mom called it hamburger shit. It's a struggle meal my mom made for us when I was a teen. So comforting and yummy. Now that she's gone, I make it when I'm missing her. Sitting in a warung restaurant with open walls in Bali, Indonesia, the sun set, and hundreds of fireflies gently circled around outside, and I had a tuna steak with satay sauce made from peanuts picked that day. It was peaceful and heart-achingly beautiful to have a simple meal, and I've never forgotten it. Definitely the homemade lasagna my grandma used to make. Nothing has ever come close. Beef bulgogi with lots of red chilies. An American Thanksgiving dinner. Sushi from this sushi restaurant at the fish market in Tokyo. I had legit A5 Wagyu and it was truly incredible. The price was bananas and I had super high expectations even though I'm not a red meat person. But the texture and flavor was really amazing. One of the best was a sandwich in an airport. Was coming back from NYC and had a layover in North Carolina at CLT. Was late at night and most restaurants were closing, but one sandwich shop was open. Subway style where you customize your toppings. Order the sandwich, chips, and a drink. And to this day I'd if it was because of how tired and hungry I was, or if that shop made incredible sandwiches, but that sandwich was one of the best damn meals I've ever had. Each bite was perfect, chips were great, and the drink complemented both perfectly. Felt amazing after taking that last bite and had a great rest of the trip home. When I tried finding the shop later after I was telling everyone about it, I couldn't, and I've forgotten the name by now. Maybe one day I'll find it again lol. https://n.wikipedia.org wikipecking.n.wikipedia.org Wikipecking.duck Beijing's Peking ducks has been around for hundreds of years, and it's one of specialties from Beijing, China. You have to reserve for seats months ahead of time, because the chefs prepares it from ground up, as in how it's raised, how it's butchered, how it's cut, how it's cooked, how it's seasoned, etc. Every slice is sliced evenly by professional chef, and every bite is juicy and crispy. The original one is from this restaurant called Quanjude. Most people won't be able to get in because reservation requires months, and sometimes even years to get in. The cheap white bread toast and instant coffee the nurse gave me after 24 HRS of labor. Still hands down best thing I've ever eaten. A few winters ago, I shoveled heavy, wet snow with 2 other guys off a long driveway. We were out there a good 3 hours. I went in the house, warmed up by a wood-burning stove, and made a bowl of hot oatmeal with milk and sugar. I have eaten amazing food all over the world. I've been a chef in NYC with high-end companies. Nothing compares to that bowl of oatmeal. Next best. Roast duck at Jules on St. Mark's Place in NYC. Lomo saltado is Peruvian. A slow-cooked BBQ brisket that just melted in my mouth. Still think about it. I once ate sushi from Jiro in Tokyo. Sushi with some tempura and the end it with green tea ice cream and fried bananas and honey. Love it every time. Perfectly cooked fries. I went to a small-town restaurant called The Love Apple in Taos, New Mexico. I only ate there once 3 years ago, and I still think about it all the time. I literally told someone about it last week. I got some kind of tomato and watermelon fruit salad and some nakai dish. It was the best food I've ever had in my life. Everything they couldn't get from the farms nearby they made in-house, and oh my god. Even just the cheese was unbelievable. It was the freshest food I've ever had. I've hated tomatoes my entire life, but their tomatoes didn't even taste like tomatoes. They were so fresh. It was so unbelievably good. I don't know how else to explain it. I mean, they made their own cheese? I've never had cheese that was so incredible, and it was, seriously, every ingredient that was mind-blowing on its own combined into one dish. I want to go back so bad. Fresh crab cakes. Best thing ever.